When you hear Resident Evil, what do you think of? The gore? The locations? The monsters? I think of the characters. Resident Evil won't be Resident Evil without them. So today I'll be ranking every main protagonist from the Resident Evil series.
Billy. Lieutenant Cohen.
So, you seem to know me.
So at the bottom of the list we got Billy Cohen. Billy is an ex-military guy that got falsely accused of murder, and in the events of Resident Evil 0, he's being sent to be executed. But his transport gets attacked by zombie dogs and he escapes. And bad luck, Billy gets accused of their murder as well. Lucky for him, he meets Rebecca Chambers. She chooses to cooperate with him, and slowly through the game learns the truth. I'm telling you this because this backstory is all he really has. He's just a gruff, tough prick.
Listen, little girl. No thanks, dollface. Alright, Miss Do-It-Yourself.
He grows a bit throughout the story, but not enough for me to call him one of my favorite characters. And this is the best part I can think of to say. I don't think there's a single terrible Resident Evil protagonist. Billy is just the worst of the best.
But right now he's under the protection of the US government. He's no threat to the PSAA.
Unless someone pays me to be.
What did you just say?
At number 13, we got Jake Mueller. So apparently at some point, Albert Wesker did the reproductive act and created Jake Mueller, who grows up to become a mercenary with a natural immunity to the... what's the virus called in RE6? A natural immunity to the C virus. So he gets paid by the US government, who want to make a vaccine for the C virus. Throughout Resident Evil 6, Jake and Sherry Birkin are hunted down by a tyrant known as Ustanak, who wants to stop the creation of the vaccine. Personally, I don't despise Jake. He's just a bit of a scumbag. Too much bad boy energy and very, very, very bad daddy issues.
Let's go.
Leon, it's too late. There's nothing we can do.
At 12, we got Helena Harper. You first see her with Leon Kennedy. The zombie turned into a president. Zombie turned into a president? What the fuck? The president turns to a zombie, and Leon Kennedy has to take him down. After this, Helena says it's all her fault, and instead of arresting her, Leon's like, oh yeah, what we gonna do about it? And Helena doesn't tell Leon why. Helena doesn't tell Leon anything. She's just like, you gotta trust me, come with me. And Leon, being the fucking idiot he is, he's like, okay, I'll come with you, Helena, halfway across the city. I know you just admitted to assisting in murdering the president, but hey, let's go, I trust you. Best friends. Usually throughout the game, she's fine, but it's just that one little plot thing that annoys me so much, and that's why she's so low.
Welcome to Africa. My name is Sheva Alomar.
Sheva, in my opinion, is the definition of a player 2 character. She's kind of just there most of the time. If you think about it, she really isn't that important to the plot at all. And for that reason, I don't really have much to say about her. She's kind of just stand-in Jill Valentine, and for that, she does her job, but she never really becomes her own character. Which sucks, because she's the only black lead in any Resident Evil game.
What happened to the legendary Chris Redfield, huh? What happened to you? It's a good thing Finn's not around to see you this way.
Where do I start with Piers Nivans? Piers is just one of those characters you have to like. He's the man you can count on to never leave your side, no matter what. And he's the only person who actually got through to this lunatic. He's very puppy dog, golden retriever husband vibes. I will never, ever forgive Capcom for killing him so early. Throughout Resident Evil 6, I thought they were building up to Chris's death, right? But at last second, it's Piers Nivans that dies, and I was so sad and pissed off. But yeah, Piers Nivans, legend, he's the only reason you should ever play Chris's campaign, because Chris's campaign kinda sucks dick.
You expect me to trust you, a wanted felon? I don't need your help. I can handle this on my own. And don't call me little girl.
Rebecca Chambers is very cute. Rebecca's probably the least loved OG Resident Evil character these days by Capcom. She hasn't appeared in any game since 0. She did appear in Resident Evil Vendetta, and she is going to appear in Resident Evil Death Island. Death Island isn't out yet when I'm recording this, and I haven't seen Resident Evil Vendetta yet. But from what I have seen, she seems to fall into the scientist stereotype. But feel free to correct me in the comments. As I said, I haven't seen Vendetta yet, that's just from what I have seen of it. Just to break off of the video a little bit, the one Resident Evil movie I have seen is, I don't want to talk about it. Thing is, that movie kind of shot me in the head and made me not want to watch a Resident Evil movie for a while. From you listening to me, you might think I don't like Rebecca, but that couldn't be further from the truth. She always stops to help as many people as she can. She listens to and saves Billy Cohen. There's this one part where Billy saves her and she gives off like this really pissed off thumbs up when she doesn't trust him yet, and I just really like that. So yeah, Rebecca, good character. I just wish Capcom used her more. Carlos is a fucking legend. He's just an all-around good guy. He's just trying to help as many people as he can. He also has some of the funniest moments in the series.
I'm here to rescue you. Open the door.
No voice match found.
Voice match? What kind of sci-fi bullshit is this? Open sesame.
No voice match found.
This is Nathaniel Bard. Open the door, please.
No voice match found.
Come on, let me in, you piece of shit.
No voice match found.
The only negative I have about Carlos is he's not around often. He's only in Resident Evil 3 and Resident Evil 3 Remake. Honestly, if they ever make a Resident Evil Revelations 3, I want Carlos to be the main character. So weird to me that at the end of Resident Evil 3, him and Jill fly off together, and then he's just never seen again. He probably just died. Stepping out of the helicopter, he tripped over and bashed his head open. That's what happened. So Carlos is a legend. Him and Jill should have got married and then hanged out in Resident Evil 5.
You need help.
Why?
He's right behind you.
What?
Sherry Birkin needs some goddamn therapy. When she was 12, her father turned into a crazy monster, chased her down for an entire night, and then killed her mother. And the police chief, who most people would say you're meant to trust, kidnaps her and holds her in a room. And not even to mention her witnessing corpses coming to life and trying to eat her. And even after Raccoon City, she gets taken and experimented on because her father injected her with the G virus. I don't know how after that she decides to fight bioweapons. Sherry just deserves a long, warm hug.
Quiet now, child. Adults are talking.
I'm the child. You're the one who's arguing with Miranda's decision.
You wouldn't know responsibility if it was welded
Oh,
to
keep
that
growing. One day your head might actually fit your ego.
Hey, don't I get a say in this?
Ethan Winters is a weird one, cause I hate his guts. But I also really like his guts. He's just a desperate husband and father trying to save his family. But he's been drinking so much stupid juice. He makes Leon look like Albert Einstein. Some of the stuff he says is just so dumb and I can't help but sigh every time I hear it.
Maybe they're out? Did they just run out of the house?
No, friendly.
But I love his dedication to his family. His wife Mia goes missing for 3 years, right? But the second he gets the tiniest bit of info that she might be alive, he rushes straight across the country to save her. And when his daughter gets kidnapped by someone he thought he could trust, he doesn't care. He'll fight through hell to save her. And quick spoilers for the Rose DLC, he comes back from the dead to help her. We just need more people in this world like Ethan Winters, even though he's a bit of an idiot.
I don't know what I'd do without you.
Are you kidding me? You were doing just fine without me, so I came along and got you all sorts of trouble.
The best way I can describe Claire Redfield is badass older sister. Her dynamic with Sherry Birkin is so cute. Claire didn't need to, but she would stop at nothing to protect Sherry. She can also hold her own, having been trained how to use a gun by her brother Chris Redfield. She has such a if I can help, I will attitude, and I love that. She's also the key to continue the Redfield lineage. Chris Redfield is probably the most depressed character in the series. He's also the most inconsistent character in the series. Like, every time someone tells me their favorite Resident Evil character is Chris Redfield, I always gotta ask, which one? Is it the get things done member of STARS? The steroid pumped lunatic? Or the old guy that makes the wrong decision every single time?
Chris? What the hell?
Sorry, Ethan.
Chris is just a military guy sometimes. So every time he's playable, the game just turns into a military shooter, which for a horror series is never good. I think I like him so much because Capcom always takes him super seriously, right? He's like, I'm the military guy, I got this. And then he's just really easy to make fun of. Chris is probably the most memed character and I want to have it any other way.
Need a ride, handsome?
Okay.
Ada Wong is a strange character, because after years and years, we still do not know a lot about her. You're always asking questions when she's on screen. Like, what is she doing here? Who is she working for? Does she actually care about Leon, or is she just manipulating him? Every time you see her, it's like she's playing a character. It's like we've met the woman in red, but not Ada Wong. I just want a full Ada Wong game. Basically, if you don't like Ada Wong, you're Ada wrong. Jill Val, the Stars gal. Jill Valentine is one of the coolest video game characters ever. She's so determined. She's been through so much shit. First, she sees most of her team wiped out in the mansion incident, and when she reports it, her boss covers it up so that he won't lose money. Then a tyrant is sent to silence her and any other STARS members. And years later, she is brainwashed to infect an entire African village with Las Plagas, and is forced to beat up her best friend. But yet she never gives up. She's always telling herself she can't lose, she can't let them win. She'll never stop until she wins. And I just find that so cool. Never giving up even if the odds are so against you. No matter how likely it is you're going to lose, you keep fighting, no matter what.
If I could just forget what happened that night. The pain. Even for a second. This time, it can be different.
Where do I begin with Leon Kennedy? Ever since I first started playing this series, Leon has been my favorite character. And ever since then, Leon has slowly become my favorite video game character to ever exist. And a lot of the thanks for that goes to Nick Apostolides for playing such a great, consistent character in the Resident Evil 2 and Resident Evil 4 remakes. Leon is another character who will do whatever it takes to help, even if it's just one person. And he carries all the people he loses and fails to save with him all the time. He uses the knife of his fallen lieutenant. The gun he uses was made by the brother of someone he failed to save. That doesn't mean he's all sad and serious all the time. He isn't scared to crack a cheesy one-liner or two.
Nighty-night. Nights.
I've been expecting you, my brethren.
No thanks, bro. Where's everyone going? Bingo?
Hasta luego.
He'll always strive to do what's right.
Helping people like them? That's why I joined the Force.
And to prove to himself that he's strong enough. And he single-handedly brought back that emo haircut twice. You can tell that Leon is Capcom's favorite character. Just do yourself a favor and play Resident Evil 2 and Resident Evil 4 remakes. You won't be disappointed, I pinky swear. But with that being said, that's the end of my list. This video took forever to make. So if you enjoyed it, drop a like. It really helps and really builds my motivation to make more of these videos. And if you disagree with some of my points, I would love to see some discussion in the comment section. And I'll see you all in a minute.